what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it.
It's mailbag time, and Tatiana would like to know about tempos. NASM suggests 2-0-2 tempos or 3-2-1 tempos for hypertrophy, and she would like to know my take. Well, that's a great question, Tatiana, and the answer is a little bit convoluted, but I'll try to answer it the best I can. In reality, we create hypertrophy or growth of muscle by creating oxidative damage. Now, one of the ways that we create oxidative damage to the muscle is by increasing the amount of time under tension or exposure we get. And we do this through our weightlifting by increasing the number of reps and sets, or by increasing the time under tension through our tempos, by slowing our eccentrics, concentrics, even our isometric pauses. Now, I personally like to use a 4-number count, with the first number being the eccentric, second being the isometric pause, third being the concentric, and the fourth number being another isometric pause. It gives me a little more control over the variables. Now, as far as the tempos, 2, 3, 4-second eccentrics can all be fantastic. The best one to boost your hypertrophy is the one you haven't used. And the reason is that when we try to create change like hypertrophy, we're getting a response, and there's a limited amount of time that we can get that response without adapting. So after 4 to 6 weeks of using the same type of tempo, you may reduce the amount of effectiveness of any of them. So sticking to 1 or 2 tempos is kind of like sticking to 1 or 2 crayons. You leave the other 62 colors in the box, and what fun is that? Now, I routinely use 5-second, 6-second, even 7-second eccentric tempos, along with slowed concentrics and isometric pauses to overcome that adaptation and bust through those plateaus. That still doesn't mean that we're going to grow, because we have to feed it. So assuming you're creating that variability with your tempos and you're feeding it appropriately, it'll help you bust through those gains windows that you're looking to do. Todd, I hope that answers your question, but if you've got more questions about hypertrophy, tempos, or any other aspects of training, I'd love to know about it. Hit me up.